You Are My Sunshine is a beloved song that doesn't have to be played fast on the banjo to sound great. In this video, we'll give you two arrangements of the song, one in the key of G and one in the key of C. I will also give you insights as to how I go about arranging a medium tempo song such as this in each of the keys. The melody notes that the singer would sing are keys, so we first try to pick that out. Notice that most of those notes are open strings. As such, I can slide into the equivalent of the second string open. At that point, I get a forward roll going, and I like to extend that roll. Just keep it going past the measure line if I can. Those double notes are something that I personally like to do in a medium tempo or slow song. It just fills up the sound. When I get to the C chord, I lead in with a little hammer on. Once again, I extend the roll. And then I look for a space where I can throw in a little lick. The space will come in between what would be the vocal phrases. So right here, the word gray is followed by. I do try to reuse phrases when possible. It helps me memorize solos more quickly. So there's one such place where I can do that, going back to the C chord. It ends a little differently here. Right there, my index finger, because I'm trying to keep that forward roll, had to come over and play string 4. So please don't take more double notes. My sunshine away. A little fancy tag lick there. I now will play the solo for the key of G at a slow speed with the tab going across the screen so you can see how it's done. After that, we'll take a look at ideas of how to play the same solo in the key of C without using a capo. The key of C is probably the most common key that You Are My Sunshine gets played in, and rather than just taking that G solo that we worked out and putting a capo on the 5th fret, let's see how we could do it without using a capo. I previously did an entire video on playing in the key of C without using a capo, so you may want to check that out. I also wrote an entire book on the subject. There's information about that in the video description. One of the easiest ways to think about playing in the key of C is to find your melody in the key of G, and that's being played against the open G chord. Think of it as being played against the open C chord, and you move everything over one string. Like I did in the key of G, I'll work in a little hammer-on instead of a slide as I go. My continuous forward roll there. And you can hear the melody is going to go up higher. Dun, 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 dun. So we're going to have to move up into the next position. You think of your F chord down here, And if the notes get higher, you're going to have to go up to this F chord up here. And so that would sound like this. I now slid into this position that puts me up off the top of this F chord up here. I used the same concept of trying to find a fill-in lick, so after the F measure, right there I use a thumb and an index on the same string. And then like before, I reuse this phrase. So this time my index finger comes over on the third string. Double notes. And a final tag. Which is done in the Reno style with the thumb and the index fingers. Rather than playing our key of C version at a slow speed, I'll play it up to speed. It'll give you more of a realistic idea of what it should sound like. I hope that learning You Are My Sunshine brings you lots of sunshine, and good luck with all your picking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.